This is episode number 288 of the Middle Country Public Library podcast. That's right. You did that the last time, Marlena.
Wow, did I?
It is always wow.
No,
because
I didn't.
we are awesome.
Because you guys are amazing.
We are awesome. It's number 288. And I'm Sal DiVincenzo. I'm here in the studio with my fabulous colleagues, Sarah Fade.
Hi.
And Marlena Gonzalez.
Hello.
Back on the show.
Back
Welcome.
on the show.
So we have a nice show for you today, Marlena.
Okay.
That you're participating in that I did not
Blindly.
I was going to say that I did not just drag you off your desk to do. It's 2023.
Yeah.
It is.
Right?
Yes.
You know that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's a big year for me
Okay.
because it's my 50th anniversary of being.
Of being.
Yes. It's my 50th birthday this
And
year.
what are you doing for your 50th anniversary of being?
Oh, I'm doing a trivia episode with you because I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I asked the two of you to identify a movie based on its description? Now, we've done this before,
Sure.
Yeah.
but we're going to do it over decades.
Okay.
So we're going to do 10 years. We're going to do 20 years. We're going to do right in the middle, 25, 30, 40, and 50.
Okay.
Now, while I was compiling this list together, I was noticing something. You want to know what I noticed?
What's up?
New movies suck. There are so many great films.
There's some hidden gems.
There might be hidden gems, maybe not in this list, though.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is this is a team effort. It's
Okay.
we're not going up against each other or anything
Okay.
like that, okay? So I'm going to give you the description. You can talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Amongst yourselves to get the answer. And let me, though, finish the description for our listeners before you yell out the answer all excited.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And all of these movies are available here at the library.
Okay.
Are you Googling
Okay.
them as he
No,
reads the
I
description?
will know all of them.
All right,
You
we'll
probably
see.
will.
You probably will.
No, not the old ones. I'm bad at that.
Okay. No, but I tried to pick ones that are not ridiculous for the old ones. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, we're not using that term. 50 years is not old. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is 10 years now. Okay, so
Okay.
this is 2013. And it's amazing. You look at this like, really? This is 10 years? All right. What movie is this?
Okay.
A con man, Irving Rosenfeld, along with his seductive partner, Sidney Prosser, is forced to work for a wild FBI agent, Richie DeMasso, who pushes them into a world of Jersey power brokers and the mafia. Now, that's the description.
Okay. I know what it is.
I will be happy to go further if you need me to, as far as like who was in the movie.
No, I think I know.
Do you know what it is?
I have no idea. So if Sarah
Okay.
knows it.
Sarah, what's the movie?
It's with
No. We need the
I know.
title.
No, it's you said it was
Okay.
a joint thing, so
Okay.
I can know the people.
Okay.
It is with Amy Adams.
Yes.
Okay.
Jennifer Lawrence, we'll say.
Excuse me. He with no faith. Okay, now it's your turn.
Oh, gosh. No.
Pull your weight, Marlena. I believe there was an Academy Award amongst.
Oh, God. I know. I
It's a
can
crime, drama.
visualize the commercials,
Rated
but
R. It grossed
No
$150
idea.
million.
Yeah, it has American
Sarah.
Psycho in it, I believe.
Christian Bale.
Thank you, Christian Bale.
Wow.
Now,
I have never seen it, but it's killing me because I know what movie we're
I
talking
know.
about.
I know.
What's
you know.
the title? I don't have
Yes.
a title.
What's the
It's
answer?
like
I don't have a title.
Oh, wait, you don't even know it?
No, I know.
You know the movie. You
I
just
know
don't
the
know the
movie.
title.
American.
Yes.
Thank you. American. Check. This is like charades. Yes. American. 2 words. First word American. Second word not made.
American Hustle.
Oh, you looked it
Because
up.
I Googled it.
We were getting there. We were getting there.
there.
And then the
Sarah
pod's
had it.
over. American Hustle. That's it. That's all the time we have.
Sarah had it.
American Hustle.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
American
Ding
Hustle.
for us. Ding.
Grossed $150 million in 2013.
Okay.
Okay, this one, you're going to answer this, Marlena. You're going to get this
Are we
one
still
right.
on 10 years?
Wizard of
or are
Oz.
we- Yeah.
Okay.
Wizard of Oz.
When the newly crowned queen accidentally uses her power to turn things into ice to curse her home in the infinite
goodness.
winter, her sister teams up with a mountain man, his playful reindeer, and a snowman to change the weather condition.
Okay, come on.
Moana. No. Frozen.
That's right. Frozen was 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yes, Kristen Bell,
The second one's
Idina
better,
Menzel.
and I will.
Yes, $400 million. All right.
The sequel was better, and I will die on that hill.
Here we go. No, I disagree. I'm sorry.
I know you do. That's why I said it.
Oh boy.
Boom, you're dead. On
Off
the hill.
podcast. Off the podcast.
Very simple description. Two astronauts work together to survive after an accident leaves them stranded in space.
2 astronauts.
2013.
Interstellar.
No.
No.
Oh, it's the one with Sandra Bullock.
That's right.
Thank you.
It wasn't Matt Damon. Why was I thinking Matt
That's
well,
that's
he-
Mars. That's a
Yeah,
Mars movie.
Matt Damon's in every
and
he's
he's by himself with
he's
his
in
Damon? Either
every-
Matt Damon or Tom Hanks.
Every other.
In every astronaut movie.
So this was directed by Alfonso Cuarón. Starred Sandra Bullock and George Clooney.
Yeah.
Clooney.
It's like solar
Grossed $274 million.
sun.
No.
Think of a word for sun.
Stars.
Gravity.
Oh,
You were
something
getting
like that.
there.
Yeah,
you
I
were
was.
getting there. You were there.
Okay.
I was there.
Solar.
I will be surprised. I will be surprised if you get this movie
Oh.
because I did put it on my list because this was a movie that I just blindly watched on Netflix one day because I had nothing else to do and I loved it. Okay.
Okay.
A veteran assigned to extract Earth's remaining resources begins to question what he knows about his mission and himself.
Is this with George Clooney?
Something with Matt Damon.
2013.
George Clooney in this one?
No George Clooney.
Is it Matt Damon?
2013, so it's
Wait, that's it?
10 years ago. Yep. A veteran assigned to extract Earth's remaining resources begins to question what he knows about his mission.
Is this
and
that
himself.
Tom Cruise movie?
It
where
is the Tom
Thank
Cruise
you.
movie.
Ding, ding, ding.
It is the Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah, where he is.
Where L. Ron Hubbard comes back.
No, it's not.
But
no.
L. Ron Hubbard, played by Martin Freeman, Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, yeah.
Yes, I knew Morgan Freeman was a.
Do you know the title?
I know it, but you cut
my
me off
gosh.
before my brain can fully realize what
Sal's
it is.
fault.
It is all. I have them all. I said everyone that's in them
We have
I
them
know
in the
you would.
collection. Yeah,
because I am a Tom
Because
Cruise
you do.
aficionado.
you are.
It is not
Something you're proud of.
also that, but it's not his other space movie where he dies over and over and over again. All credit.
Oblivion.
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 Okay,
Didn't
here we
see
go. This is the last of the 10 years.
Solar.
Matt Damon.
Based on the true story of Jordan Belfort, from his rise to a wealthy stockbroker living the high life to his fall
Wall Street.
involving
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
That's right. Very good.
There we go.
Right. All right. So you got some right there. All right. So that's 10 years. Here's 20
Oh my
years.
gosh.
If you can imagine this. This list made me feel weird. All right.
Okay.
A blacksmith teams up with an eccentric pirate to save his love, the governor's daughter, from the pirate's former allies who are now undead.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Which one?
Oh,
One.
Yes, but what was the total title?
wasn't it just Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean 1.
Curse of the Black Pearl,
Yeah, well, that we were
2003. It grossed $305 million.
right.
Wow.
June.
All right, now I would be surprised if Sarah doesn't get this. After awakening from a 4-year coma, a former assassin wreaks vengeance on the team of assassins
Kill
who
Bill.
betrayed her. That's right. Which volume?
1.
One, yes. All right. Marlene is going to definitely get this one.
Okay.
Yeah, spit it out.
After his son is captured in the Great Barrier Reef and taken to Sydney, a timid clownfish sets out on a journey to bring him home.
Finding Nemo.
That's right.
What is
That's-
it? What's the address? Wallaby Way? Forgetting the number.
50, was it 57 Wallaby Way?
I
No.
don't know. Chloe.
No.
I am like Dory, where you tell me something and I will forget immediately.
P. Sherman, 42
42
Wallaby
Wallaby
Way.
Way, yeah.
Sydney. Yes.
Sydney.
Aw.
Yes, that's my. I think
great
I've
movie.
said this before on the podcast. That is my favorite Pixar movie. That's,
saw that 3
is a
times.
perfect
None
Pixar
of the Toy
movie.
Stories?
None of the Toy
Yeah.
Stories. That's it. All right, here we go. I think this one won some awards in 2003.
E.T.
The lives of 3 men who were childhood friends are shattered when one of them has a family tragedy. That's an awful description of it.
3 men.
3 men,
Always-
childhood friends, shattered. Directed by Clint Eastwood. I'll tell you that.
Oh.
And stars
El Dorado.
El
Sean
Dorado.
Penn.
No.
El Torino.
El Torino. El Dorado.
El Camino.
It is not
Any of
a
those.
Western.
Wait. Oh, wait. No, it's about 3 men.
Yes.
Mystic Pizza. No. What?
You're so close. You got
Mystic
half
River?
Yes, Mystic River.
That was 20 years
Thank
ago.
you.
That was 20 years
If you
ago.
hadn't said, I wouldn't have gotten
No,
it.
we were getting there. Like,
Yes.
if we were a
See?
good team,
Come on.
yes.
Yes, all
There
right.
we go.
Sarah shouts out a word, and eventually we get.
Now, I put this one in for, this is a hint. I put this one in for Nicole, but Nicole couldn't be here today. So it's obviously a romantic comedy from 2003.
Rom-coms.
I don't like rom-coms.
Oh, I love rom-coms.
This follows the lives of 8 very different couples in dealing with their love lives in various loosely interrelated tales, all set during a frantic month before Christmas in London, England.
Oh. This
Love
was not that good.
Actually.
It's not that good.
That's right. Love Actually. That's right.
I didn't think it was that good.
wrong
The
with
only
you?
thing I liked was the Hugh Grant one.
Right.
That was they should have just made a movie about them.
That's true.
That was sweet when he arrived at her
I
house.
think that movie was Notting Hill.
Oh.
I'm kidding. It was not.
I did not see that one either.
No.
Okay. We're up to 25 years. We're halfway
my
to
gosh.
50.
Oh, no.
Now, this is when it starts getting like, oh my God.
So this is around the
25
time
years?
I was born.
Okay.
That's right.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Following the Normandy landings, a group of U.S. soldiers goes behind enemy lines to retrieve a paratrooper whose brothers have been killed in action.
Saving Private Ryan.
That's right. Saving
25
Private.
years ago.
25 years ago.
Wow.
This, I can't believe, is 25 years ago. I feel like this was just on yesterday. An insurance salesman discovers his whole life is actually a reality TV show.
Oh.
Do you
Jim
know that
Carrey.
one?
Why am I
That's
blanking on
the Truman Show.
The Truman Show is 25 years
That was a good movie.
old this year. Also, ridiculous, this is 25 years old. Robbie, a singer, and Julia, a waitress, are both engaged, but to the wrong people.
Oh my gosh.
Julia Gulia.
Julia Gulia.
Anytime I meet a woman named Julia, I'm like, Julia
Her name's
Gulia.
going to be Julia Gulia. Why is that funny?
Yeah.
Oh, The Wedding Singer.
The Wedding
That's
Singer.
a great movie.
Yes.
Julia
Okay.
Gulia.
Julia.
Living a life marked by violence. Neo-Nazi Derek finally goes to prison after killing 2 black youths.
Oh, I
Upon
know.
his release,
this.
Derek vows to change. He hopes to prevent his brother, Danny, who idolizes Derek, from following in his footsteps.
Okay, I'll start. Ready?
Yes.
American History.
Hustle.
Yeah. American Hustle 2. American History
Oh,
X.
X.
That's
Okay.
right. Yeah, American History
Actually, I
X
don't think I saw
is
that one.
25 years old this year. Now, if Sarah doesn't get this one, I'm going to be shocked. A half vampire, half mortal man becomes a protector of the mortal race while slaying evil vampires.
I would like to say the tagline, but I can't because it's a curse.
What movie is that?
Wesley Snipes is in it.
There you go.
It's a comic. One word, sharp, like a
Knife. Blade.
Yes, Knife.
Thumbtack.
1998's Knife. With Wesley. Yes. Blade. Yes.
Blade.
Wesley Snipes,
Didn't
Stephen
see it.
Dorff, Chris Christopherson. Okay, now we're up to 30 years.
I think Sarah and I have opposite tastes in movies. I think that's what we're
We are up to
realizing
30
here.
years.
but we're complimenting each other.
That's
Okay,
what we're
this you
discovering.
should both get this.
Okay.
Okay, this is probably one of the classic movies of our time. A pragmatic paleontologist touring an almost complete theme park on an island in Central America is tasked with protecting a couple of kids after a power failure causes the park's cloned dinosaurs to run loose.
They're coming out with a 3D version
Really?
in like a few days, and I'm
Oh, my
gonna
goodness.
go see it.
I love those movies.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Back then, 30 years ago, made $402 million.
I got my money. I saw it.
I saw it too. I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's a sad one. In German-occupied Poland during World War II, industrialists, gentleman whose name is in the title, and I'm not telling you, gradually becomes concerned for his Jewish workforce after witnessing their persecution by the Nazis.
Schindler's List.
Schindler's List is right.
I also saw that in the movie theater. Not fun.
30 years old. And how about this one? I can't believe this one's 30 years old. After a bitter divorce, an actor disguises himself as a female housekeeper to spend time with his children held in custody by his former wife.
Of course, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Great.
There's only-
When a man with HIV is fired by his law firm because of his condition, he hires a homophobic, small-time
movie.
lawyer as the only willing advocate for a wrongful dismissal suit.
I just like to say that.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Talk to me like I'm. Explain to me like I'm 7.
Yeah, Philadelphia.
That was a great movie.
That made me cry.
And then finally, this one's 30 years old. When a boy learns that a beloved killer whale is to be killed by the aquarium owners, the boy risks everything to free the whale.
Is it the Free the Whale movie?
It is. Yes, Free Willy came out in 1993.
That had a good theme song.
It did.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the Michael Jackson
Yeah.
one? That
It
was
was
the Michael
the
Jackson
Michael-
one.
Okay,
That's me.
here we go. 40 years.
Oh, boy.
40
Here we
years.
go.
Oh my god.
Again, this is a movie that you both will probably get.
Okay.
Why? Why, Sal? Because we're
Why?
young. We're young and
Exactly. Maybe we haven't seen these old movies.
like
This,
you have.
Well, no, this movie is again one of the best movies of all time. After rescuing his friend from a big guy, the rebels attempt to destroy the second death machine.
Star Wars?
I can't do this without you knowing. So
Big guy, I think.
after rescuing Han Solo from Jabba the Hutt, the rebels attempt to destroy the second Death Star while Luke struggles to help Darth Vader back from the dark side. 40 years ago this year, Star Wars Return of the Jedi.
And my confession is that I've never seen a single Star Wars
Oh
movie.
my goodness gracious.
How is that possible?
Why are
It's
you
possible.
Why?
Not a single
At
one?
least see the original 1977
But
Star
have you
Wars.
seen any of the 9?
No,
Oh my goodness.
not a single one.
I like that you stuck with your guns.
I'm sticking with it.
Sarah, we found one. Okay, this was one of my favorite movies growing up. A young man finds a backdoor into a military central computer in which reality is confused with game playing, possibly starting
Yeah.
World War III.
You know this.
I do.
Is it with Matthew Broderick?
It is with Matthew
Is
Broderick.
it called War?
and what is it good for?
Absolutely not.
War Games.
War games.
It's 40 years old this year. Matthew Broderick, Ali Sheedy,
Wow.
Dabney Coleman.
Wow. Dabney Cole.
Yep. Also, one of my favorite movies, A Snobbish Investor. This is one of the movies that if it comes on TV, that's it. The rest of the I have to watch the whole movie. A snobbish investor and a wily street con artist find their positions reversed as part of a bet by two millionaires.
Ready? Are you ready for this one? Trading.
Places.
Yes, Trading Places. Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd.
Oh.
Directed by John Landis. $90 million back in 1983.
Wow.
It's funny. I don't know if some of those jokes would land today, but
No.
How about this classic horror film? A friendly Saint Bernard contracts rabies and conducts a reign of terror on a small American town.
wow, a whole town.
Yes,
Poor Cujo.
Cujo. That's right.
it's 40 years old. And this is probably going to be a movie chat this year because this is one of my favorite films. It's 40 years old this year.
All righty.
In the 1940s, a young boy attempts to convince his parents, teacher, and Santa Claus that a Red Ryder range 200-shot BB gun really is the perfect Christmas gift.
You'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah.
A Christmas.
A Christmas
of course.
story. That's classic Christmas story. Okay, here we go. 50 years ago,
Oh, boy.
No.
these films were in theater. They came
Sal
out in the
was a
theater, and I came out.
baby.
Yes, I came out into the world. Here we go. I'm going to preface this by saying that if this movie came out today, the money that it made back then, what it would be worth now,
Okay.
because of inflation and
Right.
whatnot, it would have made, or it would make, $1.59 billion.
$1 billion.
That's how big this movie was in 1973, and I had no idea.
Austin Powers.
When a teenage girl is possessed by a mysterious entity,
Yeah.
her mother seeks the help of two priests to save her daughter.
It holds up, you know.
It does.
And they're coming out with the another
She
one.
was a teen. She always struck me as a little younger than a teenager. How old was she supposed to be in that movie?
I don't know.
14.
I forget. Was she
like
14?
13, 14.
We're talking about
Right.
Linda Blair.
Linda Blair,
Yeah.
of course.
And we're talking about
Exorcist.
The Exorcist, yes.
Yeah, the whisper.
It made in 1973 $232 million,
Wow.
which back then was remarkable.
Yes.
Okay, how about this film? An honest New York cop blows the whistle on rampant corruption in the force only to have his comrades turn against him. I will give you a hint since we're in the 50 years ago and you two are youngins.
Wait. Say it again. Wait, say it again.
An honest New York cop
Yeah.
blows the whistle on rampant corruption in the force only to have his comrades
I know what
turn
it
on
is.
him.
I know. I don't need a hint.
It is
Do
a
you?
Yeah.
classic
Go
film.
ahead. What is it?
Serpico.
Right.
Oh,
Serpico.
You gotta think old. You gotta think old. We're
Yeah.
going old
Al
now.
Pacino.
like a
70s.
real old.
Again, I said 50. It's not old. Okay.
Half a century.
All right. So I'm going to tell you who's in this movie because there's so many of them that you have to figure out which one this is. So it's a James Bond movie.
Ow.
James Bond is sent to stop a diabolically brilliant heroin magnate armed with a complex organization and a reliable psychic tarot card reader. So this is 1973. It's the Roger Moore.
Roger Moore.
James
License
Bond.
to Kill then.
Not Licensed to Kill.
Live and let live, live and let die. Live.
Yes, you got it. Live and let die.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, Sarah.
Yes. Okay. This next one was actually a movie in 1973.
Was it?
Just want to mention it before. Written and directed by one of my favorite authors of all time. A robot malfunction creates havoc and terror for unsuspecting vacationers at a futuristic adult-themed amusement park.
Oh, they made a HBO miniseries. Yul Brynner.
Yul
is in
Brynner,
it?
yes, that's
I
right.
know.
yeah. James Brolin.
King and I.
The king I goes, no.
Yul Brynner, the King and
It's
I.
called Westworld. Not Westworld. Yes.
Westworld, yes.
That was 50 years ago?
That was 50 years ago.
original.
The
movie.
original.
The original
Oh, I
movie,
don't-
yeah.
And Yul Brynner looks weird on the cover.
Wow.
Yes. And finally, the movie that probably predicts the future. A nightmarish, futuristic fantasy about the controlling power of big corporations and an innocent cop who stumbles on the truth. 1973, mystery sci-fi, Charlton Heston.
Oh.
Charlton Heston's in it?
Yes. Think about it.
I'm thinking.
It's people.
Oh, Soylent Green?
Oh my gosh. Is
I know, not a.
that what it was?
Yes. Soylent
Oh, wow.
Green.
Yeah.
It's 50 years old
Never
this
have
year.
gotten that.
Yeah.
I thought that was older, actually.
Yeah, I would have thought so too.
Yeah, I thought it was
No.
like the 40s or.
You know, sometimes things that are 50 look much older than they actually are.
I know. I know. Who would-
Look and feel
And feel
seem-
and seem and act and make noises when they get up off their desk. Yes. So thank
Well,
you very
happy
much.
birthday, Sal.
Well, thank you. That was a great representation of what movies we have here at the library.
Yes.
Yeah,
And it spans more than 50 years.
it does.
It does. So, so if you want to check those out, just come down. Centereach and Selden. We have a great collection, don't we, Sarah?
One of the best.
One of the best. And with that, Sarah has an announcement to make about our DVD collection and how we tell people about our
We
new
announce
DVDs.
our new releases.
I was like,
What's
happening?
This is going to change the world.
Yes, yeah. It's It's this.
Call the social worker. That's when you call the social worker.
but it's true.
Okay, so Sarah,
Yes.
please let our listeners know what's going on.
Okay, by no fault of our own,
Yes,
movies are lacking.
yes.
Oh, and
New
also
releases, yes.
yes, and Sal would say they're just lacking in
Yes,
general.
in general. Yeah.
But a lot of them are streaming right away.
Right.
They're not being released right away because they're produced by Netflix and Hulu and
Yeah.
Prime and all this stuff. So they want to hold on to it.
Right.
So because of that, we are not getting as big of a list as we normally do. So we are no longer going to have any lists paper-wise.
Yeah.
That's children's independent documentary and the 2 new releases.
Okay.
Okay.
However, at MCPL, library.org, if you go on our website and go into our catalog, on the bottom, there will be a thing called like new releases where you can see what is new by clicking on
By
that.
clicking on it and
Yeah.
reserving it.
Yeah. And
Although
we
I will say the
yeah.
reserves are not what they used to be.
No.
In all likelihood, if there's a new movie, you can probably come and grab it right there.
Some people do like to listen. And for those people that are probably not listening to the pod, but if you are,
Yeah.
come down to the adult desk and we will tell you all the new ones and you can
Yes.
still put a hold on them.
Yeah. And you can also browse the collection. We do separate the new
Yes, that won't
DVDs
stop.
out.
They'll
Right.
still have the blue star on
Just
them.
do
and
yes.
stuff
Perfect.
Like that. Yep.
Great. Well,
Times
thank you
are
very
changing.
much. Yeah,
Times are changing.
are changing. That does it for this episode. If you want to listen to older episodes or read our show notes, visit our website, mcplpodcast.com. If you're listening on YouTube, hit the like button, hit subscribe. Do you listen to us on an app there?
I certainly do.
Okay, so why don't you give us a review? 5 stars,
That's
please.
a great idea.
5
Well,
stars
this
on-
episode, of course.
This episode's getting
Absolutely.
5 stars.
5 stars. That special guest you
Yes.
pulled away from the rest of her work. It's fantastic.
Yes. So thank you so much for listening. For Sarah Fade and Marlena Gonzalez, I'm Sal DiVincenzo. See you on the next show.
Bye.